I officially missed one. I didn't get on yesterday to stream, so the first time it happened, it was after midnight. I kind of gave myself a pass, but I'm gonna have to put an asterisk next to this one, and we're gonna have to double up on a Saturday. Yesterday was rough, and not like, I mean, honestly, there's worse things. Um, but I spent about 5 hours at least editing, and I still didn't get done what I wanted to get done. And I spent another 6 hours on the phone with Adobe, or trying to get on the phone with Adobe. They were supposed to call from like noon to 3. There was like a 3-hour window that they were giving me to call, and they didn't call. And during that window, I was editing and my computer was crashing again. So I called Adobe, and they apologized for not calling during the window. They said they had their technical team looking at my issue, which has been something that I've been back and forth with them for about a month now. And that they would call me Monday. And I just wasn't having it. So I told them, I was like, there's got to be a way to escalate this. I've been on calls with you guys for about a month trying to figure this out. And the guy on the phone said, I cannot escalate it, but once you talk to a service technician, they could escalate it. And I said, okay, let me talk to a service technician. And they said, they'll call you back Monday. There's none available. And first they said, let me go check. And I was on hold for 30 minutes while they checked. And then they said, there's none available. They'll have to call you Monday. What time would you like? And I said, who did you check with? Like, who did you go check with? And he said, his supervisor. And I said, well, let me speak to your supervisor. Because this is, I can't accept that as, you guys missed a call for a 3-hour window that I was supposed to get, that I waited all week to get. And now you're telling me I got to wait another 3 days when this has been going on for a month. So I was on hold for another 20 minutes. And then he came back and said, somebody will call you right away. So that was like over an hour just to get somebody to call me. And of course, the person that called me is a different person than the person I've been working with for the past month. So it was about the third person I've talked to, like from the support team or whatever the hell they call that level of triage. And what happens is when I get a new person, they want to walk me through all the steps that the other person already has. So they started down that road, and I said, listen, like, look at my account. We've already done this. Oh, yes, I see that in the report. Okay, can we move on? What's the next step? Nope, we've already done this one too. What's the next step? And they saw that they had the video, and I asked questions like, am I the only one having this issue? And I was like recording all this stuff yesterday. And they're like, yeah, this is a very rare issue. Okay, can we not escalate this to the next level? Our technical team is looking at this and trying to resolve. Okay. So what steps are we taking now? I did get, which nobody has given me, I got this yesterday. Where to go on my computer when it shits the bed. And just to reiterate, it's not Adobe crashing. That's very common. It shuts my entire computer down. And when I pop it back up, turning it back on, there's no error messages, nothing. But the guy that I spoke with yesterday did his thing. And for the record, Adobe, when you screen share, that is the most painful screen share process. And I'm sorry that I'm just like complaining this whole stream, but yesterday was rough. All I wanted to do was edit a Zoom call, which is just HD video. And I couldn't, and I've got, and I quote from the Adobe guy yesterday, a very powerful computer, a very powerful system, but it couldn't handle simple HD video from a Zoom call recording. But he did tell me how to go through log reports, what reports to look for after it crashes, and then sending those. So apparently they've got Adobe's crack staff trying to figure out my issue. They didn't believe me until I was able to send them, the last time I talked to them, a video of what's going on. And it hasn't really been acting up, mostly because I've been at the lake house doing other stuff and handling things besides editing. But yesterday I sat down, and that was like my only goal yesterday, and I failed. Not only did I fail at that, I didn't get on for a stream. I feel like the universe is telling me that I shouldn't be doing this. And I'm struggling with that. Because it's way too hard to do what I know is not hard to do. I can do anything else on my computer. I hosted a damn game night on Thursday. It's only Adobe. I took it to Apple, spent about a week and a half trying to see if it was an Apple issue on my hardware. Not only do I feel like it's the universe telling me not to do it, I feel like the universe is trying to push me to a PC. And it ain't gonna happen, universe. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I've used PCs before. I've never used a PC to edit, but I do hear works pretty well with Adobe. I just don't want to be split between two computers. Have a hard enough time keeping up with one. But maybe if I got a laptop just for editing, that may work. I don't know. I'm struggling. And now I'm going to have to put up a post with an asterisk on the date because I didn't do it on the day. But I'm still going to do it. And I'm going to do another one later tonight. Devin comes back today. She's probably heading home now. What else happened yesterday? Nothing. I'm trying not to beat myself up about it because I know that I've been helpful for that project, but I don't feel like I'm what they need. Even though I know that I could do the work that they need, I don't feel like I'm delivering. I'm not delivering on my expectations. And I don't really know what their expectations are. I do to some extent. But I'm more concerned about not delivering on my own expectations with that. And I'm really struggling. Half of me wants to just say, find somebody else because I feel like I'm letting them down. But I also know that I'm doing more than I expected. I'm learning a ton, so I always love the opportunity to learn. I'm struggling. But there's a lot worse things to be struggling about. So I'm grateful that I think that's another part of the thing I'm struggling with is like I always compare my struggles to like bigger struggles, and I'm like, it's not a big deal. But like I never like value my struggles or like place priority on my struggles. But he gets to me. And like, how do you do that? How do you? Because you've got to like, and that's I'm being like really transparent right now. Because it's not, especially it's tough doing it like this because like people see this and like all I can think about is somebody watching. Oh, he's sitting there with his iMac complaining. I've never even had a computer. Like that's all I think about. I don't know how to like justify that in my head and validate my own, because on the grand scheme of things, like in the grand scheme of things, on a larger scale, it's the fact that I could sit here and stream is like something I should be grateful for, and I am. I'm obviously struggling there too. But you know what? I'm not going to dismiss it. I'm going to feel it. And I'm going to let it pass through me. And I'm going to make today a better day. That's my goal for today. I've felt it. I felt it all day yesterday. And it got to be about like 10:30 at night. And I started it just before 10 in the morning. And the way I have to edit when I do this is like every move I make, I have to save my progress, every move, and then it shuts down. Which like 10x's my edit time. And when it shuts down, I don't know what it saves. I don't know when the last time I saved was usually, so like I have to go back and double check the whole damn timeline. It's painful. And I know probably I'm going to watch this back in like a month and be like, why the F did you struggle so much with this? I don't know if I'm ever going to figure it out. So I got to make a call. Do I like, I really don't want to move to a PC though. It is not my preferred tool. It feels so foreign to me. All right. It's enough whining. Sorry for this one. Sorry it's late. Asterisks going up along with this post. I'm going to be back later today. With a smile. Because Boo Boo's going to be home. And I'm going to have accomplished a lot to make me feel better about myself. Until then, peace.